250. It's okay, right?
Okay. Yeah, I'm coming.
But he said he's going
Yes,
to.
sir. Please, you can start. So let me try to do a brief introduction. Our tutor here is I've sent the summary already. Is working with one of the big industry as a data analyst and is a data scientist as well. So one of the summary I sent, you see, it works with Multipro Consumer Products Limited. So one of the largest company in Nigeria with major interest in sales, distribution, haulage, and logistics service. And the powerhouse behind popular brand like Indomie Noodles is one of their most popular products, and they have a lot of series of lines of products. So it worked as a data analyst there, and so and also it combines base analysis and data engineering. It's so skilled in SQL and Python. So he's going to introduce himself. So let us get familiar. So don't let us sleep on this. Thank you guys for coming around. So I'll wait others. Thank you.
This is.
Okay, good evening, guys. Sorry, please, am I audible enough? Okay, thank you
Good evening,
very
sir.
much. My name is Abdulmuiz, as Mr. Said already said. So I work with Multipro Consumer Limited. That's in short MCPL. And leaving the introduction, let me just do a brief summary of what Multipro actually does. We are one of the largest distributing company in Nigeria, in Africa, and in the world at
So
large.
this thing is not
In the sense
connected.
that most of our popular brands, I'm very sure everybody have actually have seen it, the likes of Indomie, Power Oil, Dano, the likes of Munchies, Go Green, the likes of Cocoa Pops. Any products we have the likes of Emperor and Co. We are actually the one in charge of the distribution. So I'm actually a data analyst at the same time, a data engineer at the same time. So what does that mean? It means I upskill myself from a data analyst passing through the stage of data scientist and currently now on data engineering principles. So without wasting much of our time, using this medium to greet everybody in the call. Good
No, I feel
afternoon
like the
and
battery
good
power
evening.
is still even okay.
So today I am going to be taking SQL, and let me first apologize for one particular something I discussed with Hodstech. The thing
Sorry.
is, we are supposed to be using the likes of SSMS, the likes of MySQL, and the likes of PostgreSQL. That's the application directly. But based on the kind of work I do, I don't have the applications at the moment. So what we are going to use is um, VS Code with an extension of Postgres on it. So during the process of working, I would be specifying the parts where there's actually differences between PostgreSQL and MySQL and the likes of Microsoft SQL. So I'll be putting in some differences. So if you're actually using any of these, maybe you are using MySQL or you are using PostgreSQL as I'm using, or you're actually using what's it called? Microsoft SQL, which is the likes of SSMS. So I'll be putting in some quotations of differences in the queries.
You want
So
to
without wasting much of our time, let's just start.
you know the password is
I'm going to be sharing my screen. Please let me know if my screen is actually visible. Once it's visible, you can just let me know.
get the link now. Let me try to cast this.
Okay, I hope my screen is now visible to everyone to see. So you can just unmute your mic and maybe someone should respond. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. So today, as I said earlier, without wasting most of our time, we are going to be going straight to SQL. Now, the SQL we are going to be using, what does SQL actually means? We all know what SQL means, so I'm not going to be wasting much of our time in that. SQL means structured query language. Everybody has actually been hearing it here and there. SQL is very simple. SQL is like English language, more of like constructing an English language. SQL is this, SQL is that. Yes, that's actually true. SQL is a very simple language, like very, very simple. Myself as a person, I actually started with what's called with Python as a programming language. Like as a tech person, I started with Python. Then from there, I started hopping on to SQL. Now, one major mistake I actually did during my tech career was I limited the use of Excel. Like that is one major mistake I did. But I was actually able to level up, and currently, trust me, when it comes to anything regarding automations, whatever you can actually do in Python, you can do it in Excel. Wherever you want to do in SQL, you can do it in Excel. Wherever you want to do with use of our language, there's nothing you cannot do with Excel. So currently, I'm actually what's it called? I am part of the team of automators that are in charge of what's it called? All of the brands for the whole region of Southwest. So regarding the brands, we have 14 different brands. So I'm actually what's it called, one of the automators with the likes use of what's it called, Google Sheet and Excel. And when it comes to data engineering aspects, we build pipelines that's Excel measured. Now I'm going to be showing you one of the Excel measures we actually do build at Multipro Consumer Limited. So SQL is just, let me just put it in short, SQL is very simple. Like there is nothing to fear about. It's a very simple what's it called language, and it is not even, to me, I don't categorize it as a programming language. I count it as, let me just put it as a query language. It's not a programming language. It's more of like a query language. It's more of, okay, when you were growing up, you wanted to start learning what does BAT, joining of two words, you call single words together, and then what does it form? That's when MCAT part, what was it called? PLT part. That is actually what SQL is all about. Now, what we are going to be using today, we are going to be using VS Code. Now, in your VS Code,
Can you hear
please, is
clearly
there
now?
anybody actually using VS Code here? So that I can actually show us a simple step up. Anyone using VS Code in the call? If you are using VS Code, just drop an emoji.
This my guy is working.
Okay, seems like no one is using VS Code. But please, am I audible enough for everyone to hear?
Yeah, you are audible enough. Let us know.
Okay, okay. So I'm going to
I
be
can
showing
hear you.
you. Okay, I'm going to be showing you the ways of setting up what's it called your VS Code for whatever what's it called, whatever query or analysis you want to do. Now, in programming, they call something IDLE. IDLE actually means Integrated Development Learning Environment. That is, it is the application you are using in querying whatever you want to query, in querying whatever language you want to query. Now, if please let me just put this as an advice, you need to be versatile with the use of VS Code because VS Code is actually one of the IDLE that is very simple and easy to navigate.
So it's
Trust me, you can write
you're
almost
still going to
all
explain
programming
it
languages
more.
with
Yeah,
it.
sure.
Now, what you're
Because
just going to do
Oh,
is
yeah. It's also
you
going to be that
need
just
to
like
download some extensions. Once you enter
input.
your VS Code, it's going to be something like new like this, but you will see all these parts. We call it the navigator's parts. All these parts. Now, initially, you are not going to have something like one, two, three. You're only going to have the extension.